and Chase from the Dinner Made Easy show here on Facebook on the $5 Dinners Facebook page every Wednesday. We bring you a great dinner recipe and idea that you can put together for your family this week. I'm trying to help make getting dinner prepared and onto the table easier for you, and that's what the Dinner Made Easy show is all about. I'm not a morning person, and school started this week, and the 6 a.m. wake-up call has been a wildly rude awakening. I very much do the cold turkey. Like, we don't try to go to bed early and wake up early the week before school starts. We just start fresh. So today, it really hit me hard. So that's why this meal is perfect today. It's a slow cooker meal, perfect for busy days, perfect for days like today when I need a nap, because I was up way too late last night agonizing over the beach volleyball loss. Oh, I felt so sad for them. I just knew they were going to win, and that was just terrible. So then I couldn't go to sleep, and here we are making a slow cooker meal today so I can take a nap. Let's talk about this slow cooker Ranchero chicken. This is what I call a meal starter. And this is freezer friendly after you cook it. You could put all the ingredients together and into a freezer bag and then drop it freezer to slow cooker and let it slow cook the day away. That absolutely works. That is one way to do it. You could also make it and then divide the shredded chicken out into meal-sized portions, or use the shredded chicken in another cooking session to put together other meals. And we'll talk about I think I said 748 ways that you can use this slow cooker Ranchero chicken. We'll get there in a minute, but first, let's talk about the recipe. Okay, this is 3 chicken breasts and 8 chicken thighs. This is super easy to adjust up or down. You could do half of this, you could double this, however much your slow cooker can hold, right? This is what we're making. 3 chicken breasts, 8 chicken thighs. This is what I'm doing today. Salt and pepper, my super full prep dishes here. I think the kids loaded them a little full. You want to show them? Okay, put it right there. Taco seasoning, homemade. I'll talk about that in a minute. First, salt and pepper right on the chicken. I always do that first. A couple pinchfuls. 18-ounce diced tomatoes are going in right on top with the juices. 6-ounce tomato paste. And I'm just going to dollop it around. It will melt into the sauce as this cooks the day away. The chicken will release quite a bit of liquid. The tomatoes have liquid. This tomato paste actually has quite a bit of liquid. So this will end up being a very, very saucy, very, very saucy chicken. Baby, can I help that? Can I help you? Okay. I have my little helper. He's going to do it his way. I'm going to just let him make a mess. So a knife will work. And then I have 3 tablespoons worth of homemade taco seasoning. I will add the link to the homemade taco seasoning. The reason I like to use homemade taco seasoning is, one, it's just straight spices. I like mine with cumin, chili powder, onion powder, and garlic powder.
Mom, need this.
Super simple. Wait. We're gonna just pour, you can kind of see the chili powder kind of got covered in the middle there. And this is Liz Okra's really tasty. You should try it. This is the homemade version. You could just use 2 or 3 packets from the store depending on how much chicken you're doing. For this much chicken, I would probably do 2 packets from the store, maybe 3. But what I like about this is you can control the spice and the flavor. I love to add extra smoky flavor and cumin. So if you wanted to add more after it cooks, you totally can. You want to pour that in?
Yes.
Okay, pour it right in. And this is all we're going to do. I might stir this later this afternoon, but it's really going to melt all together and make this amazing, delicious, tomato-based sauce, this Ranchero sauce that will just, the acidity from the tomatoes will help soften the chicken. The chicken just turns out perfectly because of the way that it, 1, slow cooks, and 2, all these great flavors in here, as well as the acidity from the tomatoes kind of help and break down the chicken as well. That's what we're making. This is a meal starter. Now I'm going to have to serve this with something else, and let's talk about that now. So this is a meal starter. That's what I call a meal starter. It is the base for a number of different things. Okay, so let's review the recipe and then we'll talk about ideas. Chicken breasts and chicken thighs. I like to mix them because the chicken thighs give it that extra depth of dark meat flavor. You could absolutely do straight chicken thighs. You could absolutely do straight chicken breasts. But I like to mix them, do a combination, about a pound each, maybe a pound and a quarter, pound and a half each. 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes, 15-ounce can of tomato paste, 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning, either store-bought or homemade, and some salt and pepper. That's it. We're slow cooking on low for 8 hours. So slow cook this. If you wanted to freeze this, I would just put all of this into a bag. You could put it in a tray, but a bag's easier, takes up less space, and is easier to thaw and get in here. Cook from partially thawed, low for 8 hours. You could freeze it before like this or after. This is a double batch for our family. We won't eat all of this in one meal. So I'll take half of this and I will let it cool completely and then put it into either another meal into the freezer or just stick it straight into the freezer, the shredded chicken and the sauce, and use it for another meal later. So let's talk about those ideas. And I want to hear from you guys how you think you would enjoy this Ranchero chicken. It ends up being a shredded chicken in this delicious, delicious tomato-based Ranchero sauce. The taco seasoning and the diced tomatoes and tomato paste makes for an amazing sauce. So there's a whole bunch of different ways you could use this meal starter, as I like to call it. One idea, make chicken enchiladas. This Ranchero chicken, rolled up in corn tortillas. You could do flour as well, but I prefer corn. It kind of already has a red enchilada sauce flavoring to it. So you could just use it in enchiladas. More sauce on top, cheese on top. You could put cheese in the tortillas, in the corn tortillas. So that's a great way to do this. With fajitas would be awesome. A bunch of sauteed peppers together over rice. That was one of my ideas, the haystacks. I like to call those haystacks. So haystacks it's just rice, this shredded chicken, and whatever other like Tex-Mexy toppings you like. It could be black beans. It's almost like a taco, like a shredded chicken bar, if you will, right? Like a potato bar, you put all the toppings out and you can make your own potatoes. Well, this would be kind of similar, a haystacks, where you've got this shredded chicken as your protein base, and then you could use rice, you could use quinoa, you could do corn on top, black beans on top, sliced green onions on top, shredded cheese, sour cream. So you could do like a bar and like haystacks. Stuffed baked potatoes and sour cream sounds amazing. Chicken taco soup, chili, chicken enchilada chili. See, I told you we were going to get to 748 ways to make this, to use this chicken, right? Sounds awesome. Tostadas, soft tacos, hard shell tacos. See, so many ways. And that is what I wanted to share with you today, that this is a fantastic meal start. It just might become one of your family's like go-tos now, that you can see how easy it is to make. You could even just do quick, like soft tortillas just for quick tacos. The only spice in this is chili powder, and I don't even think that that's very spicy. If you wanted to spice it up, you could absolutely throw in a can of green chilies. You could also do, instead of the diced tomatoes that I have in here, you could just do diced tomatoes and green chilies. They have those in the canned version as well. You could throw in a bunch of garlic, all this. There's lots of ways that you can adapt and adjust this chicken, this Ranchero chicken. The core of it, however, is the diced tomatoes and tomato paste with the taco seasoning. That's the core of the Ranchero sauce. So that is what we are having. I think we're going to do soft tacos with it because I know we've got tortillas on hand. Next week, I am going to be making an amazing garlic Parmesan pork chops. It's super delicious. I mean, like polished our plates delicious. It's super yummy, super easy to put together. Next Wednesday is going to be an afternoon show because we're making garlic Parmesan chicken just before we eat dinner. So that will be at 5:30 next Wednesday. I will share more information and ingredients in case you want to cook with me next week. You can do that Wednesday around 5:30 Central Time. This guy and I are going to go play, and now that I don't have to worry about dinner, I might be able to sneak in a nap.